when you get into the heavily mathematical, the heavily quantitative nuances of micro market structure, a lot of those things are below the surface and they're difficult to see, but the team at QB has done a lot of work that they've actually made visible, they put out, and it starts with primary research, and the team's published. So they're assessing things, they're assessing liquidity. It's customer driven. Customers say, hey, has there been a change? There were some pretty cataclysmic events last year. People can talk about Feb 5, they can talk about things that happened, say, in energy later in the year, and has there been a change in liquidity? Questions put to the team, the research team does work, and here's a paper on it. Here's a paper assessing liquidity. Here's a paper assessing the role, and which actually ended up in the delivery of a new algo, the role algo, to navigate that quarterly process that's so pivotal to so many fund managers. Best X itself really is about getting the best possible execution, getting the best possible price, optimizing execution, but what constitutes optimization is context sensitive. So in a world devoid of any exogenous factors, there's no externality, the optimal would be our Bolt, this highly opportunistic, passive algo that works very hard to not cross the bid-ask spread. If you want to buy something, it's going to exercise a patience comes to those who wait philosophy, where all the mathematical research, all the market structure research, all the research into typical volume distribution across the day, the volume curves, is going to play out with the systematic placement of child orders. The fund manager says, here I've got 20,000 stuff to do, and that very large parent order is going to be carved up into child orders that are going to be surgically inserted into the market at price points that the algo believes make sense, such that the ultimate execution has negative slippage. The client is better off than they would have been if they had simply put it in at the time of order entry in its entirety, if they put it in its entirety at the time. So we're trying to reduce market impact. That is, in the majority of instances, the best approach. But let's say there's a sense of urgency. Someone needs to close out exposure. They are, or the market's starting to really move, and they don't want to chase something, but they want to get it done. So that market need, that customer demand, led to the development of a liquidity-seeking algo, something called Octane, that's inherently more aggressive. It's inherently less patient. It doesn't mean I'm going to take out the book and blow through the next 5 layers in the order book to just sweep everything till I'm blind. But context sensitive, it is liquidity seeking, it is inherently more aggressive, and there are contexts where that's what the customer wants. So that was a customer driven rollout.